Y'all, hey, Papa, you're not my Papa, but we going to call you Papa. We honor you today. The title of today's message is Demonic Assignments and the Believer. Look at Miss Rita. She said, oh, there you go. I couldn't breathe for 3 days. Here we go. I said, really, allergies? What is this? This is something real new. Of course, then I could breathe late last night and all of today. But don't worry, it's a good word. Some of the things that we will focus on will be deception, the spirit of delusion, division, distraction, and disobedience. Look at the little fruit fly up here. I ain't never had that happen. Usually we have a mic go out, but now we got a fruit fly up here. Please go with me to 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. And I actually want your eye gates to see it. That means turn there. 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, verses 1 through 5. Now, before y'all think I'm preaching about some of y'all, I'm not. The Lord gave it to me. I don't know your business. And if I know your business, I don't do that. I'm too scared of the Lord to conjure up something to preach. I got my own stuff to worry about. So 2 Timothy, 3rd chapter, verses 1 through 5 in the NIV. It says, but mark this. There will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents.
To who?
Look at Siri talking to me. To the parents, Siri. Ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. You know, years ago they used to have a saying, if it feels good, do it. Well, don't do it. You better know what you're doing.
That's right.
Having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. I needed your eye gates to hear it, and now I'm going to give you some other versions. And I hope they'll strike a chord in your understanding. This is from the Message Bible. Now, you know, the Message Bible, they just rude. It says, don't be naive. There are difficult times ahead. As the end approaches, people are going to be self-absorbed, money-hungry, self-promoting, stuck up, or as the people in the island would say, stush. I gotta learn the word, look at that. Profane, contemptuous of parents, crude, coarse, dog eat dog, unbending, slanderers, impulsively wild, savage, cynical, treacherous, ruthless, bloated windbags, addicted to lust, and allergic to God. They'll make a show of religion, but behind the scenes, they're animals. Stay away from them. I know. Last version is the Amplified. It says, but understand this, that in the last days, dangerous times of great stress and trouble will come, difficult days that will be hard to bear, for people will be lovers of self. Here comes the word, y'all know this one, narcissistic, self-focused, impelled by greed, arrogant, disobedient to parents, of course. This is something, listen to this. They will be unholy and profane, and they will be unloving, devoid of natural human affection. Malicious gossips. You thought y'all was going to be left out. You're not. Devoid of self-control, haters of good, traitors, reckless. Interesting. I'm not going to read the rest because you know where it goes. But these are some of the assignments against the believer. Let's take a look at the disobedience part of it. Disobedience to God, disobedience to our parents. It mentioned disobedience to our parents. Now let me help you all out. Where's the young folks in the house? If you act like you can't hear me, I'm going to tell them parents to go get them. They better be listening. You need to make sure that they're listening. We're going to take a closer look at this. Ephesians 6, 1 through 4, and I mean what I say. If they're sleeping, playing with each other, you better go get them. It says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise. It is actually the fifth commandment, but it's the first one with a promise, a follow-up or a guarantee, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. It says, fathers, do not exasperate your children, like get on their nerves and bring them to wrath and irritate them. That's what it means. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Now, let me help you all out. The fifth commandment is in Exodus 20, verse 12. And it says to honor your mother and father. It says, regard with honor, do obedience and courtesy your father and mother, that your days may be long in the land that your Lord your God gives you. I know people think that it was only talking about the Old Testament, but you just see that Ephesians 6 reminded you that it is the first commandment with a promise. The Bible does not say that they have to be perfect parents. But in Ephesians, God provides guidance to parents. So for those of you under the sound of my voice, whether you are young or you be old, but with not old or mature, but with emphasis on the young, honor your parents, that your days will be long upon the earth. I'm going to tell you something. If my mother is